guys, welcome back to the lab. Are you guys ready to keep working on your creature? Because Spark is. He's really excited. I love what we came up with yesterday, and I can't wait to see where it goes. So today, we're gonna need a pencil, probably some markers, and day 2 of our research papers. This is the Creature Feature Lab paper, and we're going to cover eyes, limbs, and extras. So let's jump into it. Spark told me he could barely sleep last night because he was so excited to get back in the lab with you guys. So let's jump into it. We have to be sure and label our page so we know it's ours. Okay, let's start with eyes. I drew some eyes yesterday, so I'm gonna go ahead and add those on here. There's also some prompts you can use. There's one big eye, lots of eyes, maybe sleepy eyes or silly eyes. So like I said, I'm gonna start with the ones I drew yesterday, and then we'll keep brainstorming some more. Here's a close-up of Spark's eyes. You can see one is a little bit bigger than the other. Okay, and then we have, these are our really happy eyes with some cute eyelashes. Eyelashes might be tricky to make in clay form, but we'll see. Let's see. Let's do one super eye. Let's give it an eyelid. And any of these steps you can do with marker or a pen, whatever supply you're most comfortable with. Oh yeah, I like this one. I might have to make more than one creature at the end of this because I have too many good ideas. Here's some sleepy eyes. We can do some eyes that are looking in different directions. Put them close together like Sparks, but then we're gonna have one looking over here and one that's looking over here. Oh yeah, that's pretty crazy. Can you guys think of any more eyes to draw? So let's move on to the limbs. We have wings, tentacles, claws, no legs, or legs but they're not useful like Sparks. Just use your imagination. I'm gonna start by drawing a wing because I do like the idea of wings. Maybe our skateboard guy has wings since he can't walk. Let's see. Oh yeah, I like that. I'm gonna add some color to that one. Neither of mine have any arms, so therefore they don't have hands, including Spark. So maybe we'll draw an arm with a hand and then some claws. But instead of having like fingers, he's gonna have more like a paw. Oh yeah, with 3, I like that. I'm gonna make this a little bit wider. My eraser is not very good. And then let's give him some claws. Oh, nope, I don't like that. That looks funny. Okay. We're just brainstorming, so we're gonna go with it. It does not have to be perfect. Let's see, what if we gave our rectangle, it'd be funny if she was like big and wide, but then she had a really long, skinny legs. We would definitely have to break out some toothpicks to make her legs. Let's see, what if we had kind of like a blob shape and then he had tentacles. Oh, it looks kind of like a jellyfish. What kind of creatures are you drawing? I'd love to see them if you post them on Instagram. Let's do one more. You know what, first I'm gonna color in my little square here. I feel like she needs to be purple. With pink legs. Oh yeah. She's like a little piece of gum. Love that. Okay, what else do I want to draw? What if we did the opposite of long legs? So let's see. Let's go back to our first page. One of our other shapes, excuse me, Spark, you're in the way, was a triangle. What if we did a triangle body that kind of round it like the rectangle, and then no legs, but like really long arms. And maybe that's where our claws come back in. Oh yeah. Okay, I kind of want him to have legs though, so let's see. Let's draw another one and see what that looks like. And remember, this is we're just brainstorming. We're working out our ideas. They may be great, they might be terrible. It's okay, we're just testing it out. Let's see, what should his legs look like? What if he had little short legs? That is not even. Let's try that again. I love it. Okay, Spark, I gotta scooch you again, so sorry. Extras, we have spikes, fur, scales, tails, patterns. These squares can be used for all kinds of different things. I'm gonna just sketch out some pattern ideas that I could include on my creature. So as we get through this process, day 4, we're gonna sketch out our final design, and then day 5, we're going to create him in clay just like Spark. So we're gonna use 3D model magic. So whatever pattern you do, you wanna make sure that it's simple enough that you could draw it on a piece of clay. So you don't want anything too intricate. Oh, what if we did like a heart? What if we did like Spark has a diamond, and what if we did a girl and she has a heart? Or maybe lots of hearts. You could do like little hearts all over. That would be cute. Love a good heart. Let's see, what if we had this guy? Again, our skateboarder, but he had spikes. What if we had spikes on both sides? Ooh, I kind of like that. Do I like that better than the wings? I don't know. We'll have to decide. Let's see. Another pattern or texture that you could give it. It's kind of like it has scales. Just a repeating line. And you could either draw this onto your clay or use a tool to kind of scrape it in. So I'm curious to see what you guys come up with for your extras. Okay, and the last thing we need to do before we finish up today is circle our favorites to use later. So I'm really liking, let me use a marker. I'm really liking my one big eye. That's really fun. I like the scales. I like the spikes a lot. I really like the wings. And I even like these little claws. Okay, I don't want to circle everything because that doesn't help me later, but those are my top choices. So save this paper and bring it with you when you come back to the lab tomorrow. That's a wrap on day 2 of the Creature Creation Lab. This has been so much fun, and I hope you're enjoying spending time with Spark and me in the lab, and we can't wait to see you tomorrow. Bye.